guys, welcome back to Dad and Brad Adventures. We're out here putting together some of our rafters. Look behind me here, we got a few of them over here, and we got a few. I'll just flip you around here and I'll show you. Got a few built over here. Those are our 15-foot pieces, and we got our 6-foot pieces here and our 12-foot pieces here. But we've been Dad built a jig here on the ground, and that's how we're just laying. Obviously, we're laying our 15-footer piece in the bottom, and then our 6-footer piece here, and then our 12-footer back here. And then we're just running a support and upright in there. We run 5 or 6 screws on each end of that. And then on this end, we've been using these just as plywood, throwing it in there like so. And then we've been just running 4 or 5 screws in this side and 4 or 5 screws in this side. And that's what just been keeping it together. Same thing here on this other end. Make sure everything's in place here. And we've just been setting this in here like this. So Dad putting the big screws in. Like I said, we put, I don't know, depending on what it looks like, 5 or 6 screws on either side. Of course, we got Daisy out here. She's helping us today. Kind of a boring process, so we really didn't want to record doing all of it. So we'll just show you how to do one of them, and you guys will get the idea. Just repeat this 15 times. We're using 3-inch screws to do this one and that one there. And then on the ends, we're using 2-inch screws. You need more screws, Dad?
Yeah.
Some more screws down on that other end here. Drop them all over the place. Don't mind the background noise. Got some guys out here harvesting some crops. I assure you, Dad's not doing all the work. I am helping him, but I forgot to bring my stand out. So I'm kind of recording while he's doing all of this one. Perfect. I think I bumped it, Dad, when there you go. And the reason we went with the plywood versus the nailer plates, because when I figured it up, the nailer plates were going to be like $8 a piece. And to do all of them, we were going to have like $1,000 in plates. And to me, that wasn't worth spending. If I'm going to have to buy anything, it's not going to be nail plates. We had this plywood laying around, so we just cut it up, and that's why we're using that for it. Seven, 8, 9. This will be the 9th one we've built so far. We got 15 total. So look out, Daisy. So we come over here and we just stand her up in the middle and Carry them over here and put them in place. All right, guys, when we see you again, won't be today, but you guys will see us starting to put these rafters up. We're gonna put them up in there and then have our roof on. Hey guys, we're back out here at the mill shed. For you, it's only been just a few moments. For us, it's been a little over a week. Dad's been out here, been busy, got the rest of the rafters built, and been out here all by himself, got quite a few of them put up. Get you turned around here and you can take a look-see at it. There we are. Look at all. So we got got 6 of them put into place and got the front runners, 2 of the front runners on there. He said he's got the rest of them built over here. Just gonna do some cleanup here and take the rest of the day and get the rest of these rafters put up. They're not quite 4 foot on center because our building wasn't long enough to do so, but 43 inches, 44 inches, I believe, 43 and a half or something like that in between those. And instead of doing like every 2 foot up on those right there, we're just going to put 1 at the top, 1 in the middle, and 1 down at the bottom. Same thing in the back. Whatever they end up measurement wise, we're just going to put 1 up here, 1 up here at the top, 2 there in the middle, and then 1 down there at the bottom to put our metal on. But today's a beautiful day. I think it's 35, 36 degrees outside. Sun is shining. Wind is almost non-existent back here, but it's going to look pretty awesome when we get her done. Here's a side view of what we got going on. So we got a little bit of a mess to get cleaned up here, and then we can get started. Perfect. That's a lot better. I might be able to do something without stepping all over a bunch of stuff. All right, here. So Dad already went through and kind of laid out where the center of. See, like right there, there's a screw in there, and then there's a screw in there. He's laying out the center of where we're putting these at. We did the other side up until, you might be able to see a tiny screw up in there, but we're just starting to lay those out to where it's, so all we got to do is just set that center of that right there on the center of that screw, and we're just going to go down through there and do this whole other side like you did the other side. What was the measurements on those, Dad?
96 or 46 and a quarter.
46 and a quarter between each of them. I don't have one here.
There's a mark there.
Is there? Okay. Perfect. We just go through and throw a little screw in there, and then that'll tell us where the center is on every one. Excuse me, on every one of these. I think I should move them over here, Dad, to where they can see what's going on in here, or just leave them out there?
Do what?
Do you think I should move them in here or leave them out there where they can see?
We'll just leave it there for a while, and then we'll put some up, and then maybe move it down on this end and do that.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Get an eyeball on what's happening from both ends of it.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Notice I drove those screws into the handle. I should tell you the story when I was working at Martin's, the old Amish.
That's what the top looks like. See if we can get you set up here to show you what we're doing here. I don't know how well that's gonna work. We'll try it. We'll put our tape measure up to 4 foot. Get our level here. Put our tape measure out there. Hit it level. 44 1/4, Dad. At 44 1/4. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. Hey guys, we got her all dead there. Had all the rafters put all the way across there. When we come back from lunch, walk down here, when we come back from lunch, we're gonna put all those in on the front, all the way across there. Get all those done, all the way down to there. We got a stack of them over here on the ground. Stack right here on the ground. We're gonna get them all used up. Some back here we're gonna get used up, and then we're gonna get in preparations of moving the mill. All right. Okay guys, we are back from lunch here. As you can see down through here, we got all the ones in the front done here. Kind of down through there. So we got all them taken care of, and now we're working on the ones here in the back, and I'm just pre-measuring these. So got my mark here, and then a mark there, and a mark down there. And I'm putting screws in there so we can just set the 2x4s on top of them and pull that screw out, and then run it right in where it needs to be when we get it lined up. But I got Dad over here. You can see him over there. Dad over there on the mill. If you can see him or not. Anyway, he's milling up some of those so we can set them. So we can set the mill runners on those. See, like those will set this way, and the mill runners are set this way, and that'll bring that mill up an additional 10 inches or so. So when we get that into place, we can get rid of them cinder blocks that's currently under the mill, get them taken care of. But it's really, really kind of difficult to try to record me, because I'm standing in between these. Standing in between those, and I kind of got to waddle to that end and then waddle over to and then waddle back up. So I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of recording, but what I am doing is, like I said, I'm just going through and I'm throwing 3 measurements on these. Bam, you focus there, got one there and another one there, and then obviously we'll put one all the way down there at the end, and then I'll just go down there and do all that, and we start hanging some of these 2x4s up here. I'll bring you back and give you a show on that. But Daisy, you wanna say hi? Anyway, guys, we'll see you here in just a few minutes. Hey guys, back here again, just giving you an update before we call it a day. It's 20 after 4, 4:30, something like that. See, we got everything in the front done. I think I already told you that. It's kind of what we got going on this back side is. We was just gonna put this row and this row and this row in, and we got to thinking it would probably be too big of a space. There was 44, 45 inches in between those two, and Dad was thinking that was a little much, so we went back through and we added this one and this one, and then obviously we got to put another one down here on this end too. But that's all the further we got. Ran out of screws, ran out of 2x4s. So we're gonna have to get them back on the mill. Dad did get all the mill supports. If you can see all of them down there, there's 5 of them down there. Like I said, we're gonna run those, we're gonna run those this way, and then the main rails on the mill are gonna run this way. So I don't know if we're gonna mill up a bunch more 2x4s before we move the mill, or we're just gonna go ahead and move the mill and get it set up, start milling in here, you know, before we get our roof and stuff done. It's hard to say what we're gonna do there, make that decision at a later date. But yeah, guys, I think I'm just gonna cut it for this video. We're getting quite a bit of footage here. We've got to get it edited and get it out to you, and then you guys can watch it at that point. But again, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. God bless.